Hi, I'm Todd Alpeter with Vantage Group, and in this demonstration I'm going to take you through using some of the quoting features of the Vantage Group online catalog. If you're new to the catalog, I recommend that you first watch the other video on the basics of using the Vantage Group catalog, as this demonstration will build on some of the topics discussed in that video. There are two basic ways that a quote can be delivered to you. One is where you go ahead and actually send something like a fax or an email to the local branch and ask them to create a quote in the system for you. The second of which is where you build your own quote and send it to the distributor and ask them to respond to it. I'll take you through both examples, but first I'll take you through where a quote has already been created for you. It's actually quite simple. All that you need to do is go up to the top menu of the Vantage Group catalog once you've logged in, click on Quotes, and a list of quotes that have been created specifically for you will show up on the screen. Simply click on the quote number that you want to retrieve. The items will be displayed. You can go ahead and add the quote to the cart. Those items are now in your shopping cart. At this point in time, you can simply hit the checkout button and turn the quote into an order. You can also add other items to the quote if you want to. So if there's an additional item that you want to order, you can use the basic functionality of the catalog to go ahead and add items as you desire. The second example is where you go ahead and build your own shopping cart, and I'll show you how that works now. I'll start by going back to the home page. So this will be as if you had just logged in to the catalog for the first time. From the start page, you will go ahead and add items as you usually would with the punch-out catalog, using either the search or browse functionality that exists in the catalog. I've previously gone ahead and added a couple items into my shopping cart already to avoid showing that again. But you can see that there are 3 items that are now in my shopping cart, 2 of which it says call local branch because a national price was not available to be provided by them and will need to get a quote on those particular items. One new button that appears when you have the quoting functionality is the manual item add button. This is where you would add an item that you did not find in the catalog, but yet you still want to get a quote on. So for example, we'll go ahead and add one of those here. I do that by clicking on the manual item add button. You'll find the manual item add screen to be quite basic. To use it, I simply select a manufacturer from up here at the top. I can also choose Other and type in the name of a manufacturer if that manufacturer's name is not found. I'll type in a part number if I have one, a UPC code if I have one, and quite simply a description of the product that I want to order. Last, I'll put in the quantity that I want to order and add the item. I'll see that my new item now is also listed in my shopping cart, and it's now ready for me to get a quote on it. To create a quote, I'll simply go ahead and choose the Mark All option to select all of the items and click the Create a New Quote button. This will take me to the Create a Quote screen. At this point in time, I can edit anything that I want to, or what I can do is I can go ahead and pass some notes. If I click up there, I can put in a note. Update my note. That note will be passed on to the local distributor to see that, so that is a way that you can communicate some information to them. And then I simply hit the Submit Quote button. Once my quote's been submitted, it will go ahead and send a notification off to my local member who will receive it and respond to the quote, and I'll show you how that works. Once the distributor has had a chance to review the quote and add pricing to it, you'll go ahead and see that you'll receive an email from Vantage Group that looks similar to the following, telling you that you have a quote ready in the system. The email will contain a hard copy of the quote, so if you did want to actually go ahead and see the quote before going into the system, you can actually click on the PDF attachment and you can see a hard copy of the quote, should you need one for some particular reason. So to actually retrieve the quote into your system, we're going to go ahead and punch back out to the Vantage Group catalog. And I've already done that here. From the home page here, we'll go ahead and click on Quotes And quite simply, as I showed before, you can retrieve the quote. You'll see that the items are all listed here. Now, one thing that I would like to point out is that the top item is highlighted in a blue color. That is because that item has been substituted. The original item that we looked for, and we can see that by clicking on View Details, was a Cutler Hammer fusible switch. I've gone ahead and had that substituted with a Square D, which is a brand that your local manufacturer can provide. So whenever you see that blue color, that signifies to you that some sort of a change has been made. You can see that for my motor control center, the distributor has put a comment on it that there's a 6-week lead time on that particular item, and they have passed me back a couple of notes here up in the comment section just saying here's the info that I've requested. If everything looks good to me, I can go ahead and add the quote to the cart. All of my items are in there. I can do things like edit the quantities if I wanted to increase them for some reason and update it. If everything looks good to me, I can go ahead and click the checkout button. I'll be taken to the confirmation page that will show me the items that are going to be returned to me. Simply hit confirm at the top and those items will be returned back to your system so that you can go ahead and order them. Thanks for watching this quick demonstration of the quoting functionality of the Vantage Group Punch-Out catalog, and have a great day.